Yes, yes, ladies and gentlemen. I'm A.Rich, Hakeem Richens, built in Buffalo. If you don't know us by now, please get to know us. As we all know, I have a special guest coming on here shortly, and we're about to get started. So I hope you're ready for an exciting show, a very exciting show. Let's do this. And ladies and gentlemen, I have a very, very special guest about to join me here, and that is Buffalo Bills running back Ty Johnson. Ty, how you doing, bro?
I'm good, man. Appreciate you having me. How you doing today?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I appreciate for you joining on and joining the show, man. Like I was telling you a little bit before the show, I'm a big fan. I love what you do, and I'm glad that you found a home with the Buffalo Bills. How's your day going?
It's been good, today reported and everything, talk with the coaches, do a little team meet, everything like that. So now I'm just chilling with the dogs, kicking my feet up and, get the opportunity to talk with you, man. So it's going pretty good.
Awesome. How much dogs you got?
I got two with me right now. I got Panda, who's an Akita, and I got Kenji, who's a Aussie Mountain Dog. So got two
Nice.
on me. Yeah.
Nice, nice. I got a dog myself. His name is Kuda. He's an Australian Shepherd, so he's a hyper dog. He's real
Yeah.
excited to see me. So I have to put you on mute sometimes. I apologize.
No, it's all good. I might have to do the same for a quick second because they're up on me right now. Make sure their chain don't jiggle or anything. But
Yes, sir.
yeah, man, I love these
Yes, sir.
dogs.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. Now, us as Buffalo Bills fans, we're gonna get started, right? Us as Buffalo Bills fans, we see your playmaking abilities on Sundays and even in primetime games. But today, I wanted to do a little deep dive and get to know, and us as fans get to know your football journey, right? So I'm going to start from the top, if that's okay with you.
Hmm.
Absolutely. So you're from Maryland, correct?
Yeah, Cumberland, Maryland, Western Maryland.
Cumberland, Maryland, Western Maryland. Is that a small town?
Yeah, it's a pretty small town. A little history, like way back in the day, it actually used to be like the second biggest city in Maryland behind Baltimore. But
Really?
yeah, I had a lot of like plants there, industrial stuff. So and then when it all kind of moved out, so did the people. So not many really many people there now.
Okay, okay. So being from a smaller town in Cumberland, Maryland, at what age did you grow that love and passion for football?
Um, Really when I was around like 7, 8, 9.
Mm,
First year playing pee wee football, not used to getting hit and everything. It's intimidating. You put on them pads. You got kids who been playing and they hitting you and everything. You're like, man, this kind of hurts a little bit.
right.
But once I got a hang of it and everything, when I was on like A team and stuff like that, just scoring every time you get the ball or anything like that, you just running past
That
people.
part.
You're just like, man, like this is nice.
Yeah.
So when you're winning, you're like, hey, man, I love this. So that's where it really started. And my mom was always like bribing me a little bit, like you get this many touchdowns today, like I get you the
Mm.
PS2 game or something like that. So I really did it for the games back then. But
Hey man, hey, shout out to moms giving that extra
right,
push, that extra motivation. And speaking of scoring many touchdowns and winning plenty of games, you went to Fort Hill High School.
yes.
You were a dominant force to say the least at Fort Hill, winning back-to-back state championships. What was that time like for you, and how did that shape your mindset as a competitor?
Really just the relationships and the guys that I was around, like just wanting to be better and compete all the time. That's really what built me to be a competitor and want that drive to win. We did something very special winning that first championship my junior year, and then just having the guys wanting to do a repeat. You know what I'm saying? It was just one of those things, and just seeing the work ethic that we had. Like fifth period in high school, we got team lifting and we just
Mm.
grinded. You know what I'm saying? Coming back in after school, just really building that work ethic and that mindset. That's really what took me there, to be honest. And Coach Apple, who was the head coach at the time, I always give him the praise. He was the one that really like instilled like that work ethic and not
Mm,
being scared or anything. He was like, get your strength up, you're going to dominate.
mm,
Get your football IQ up, you're going to dominate. So
mm,
really just those guys I was with, those teammates, and Coach Apple and the rest of the coaching staff was really what like propelled me to really want to pursue college and keep going from
mm.
there.
Now, did you play any against any other NFL athletes that's in NFL now in high school? And if so, who did you play against? If you have any,
I don't think I did. I was a
really?
small 1A school.
Mm,
And all the guys that were going to college or anything were like, a 2A or a 3A. So we really didn't play all that many. I know there's a few guys that had, potential going into college and everything, but, kind of like phased out for them a little bit. But yeah, really it was just the local boys I'm playing against.
right, right.
So that was what the great part about going to college is, because you playing against the best guy from that high school that's potentially about to be the best guy in college who's going to make it to the league. So that's what I really loved about that transition, getting to college for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. One on one with A.Rich, special guest Ty Johnson. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. I know more people is tuning in as we speak. At the end of my questionnaire, so to speak, if I see any interesting questions for Ty, I'll try to get a couple up there. But Ty, you racked up nearly, if I'm not mistaken, 5,000 all-purpose yards while you were in high school. Did you have any other college offers before you committed to Maryland? If so, what college offers did you have, and what ultimately made you choose to stay in your home state?
Really, my first offer was Albany, actually, as a DB.
Mm,
Um, and it
as a
was a
D
great
as a
perk
DB,
as a DB, man. I had some
dope.
interceptions, man. I forget how many I had. I think I had like 12 or something my junior year, or something like that.
Wow.
I could be gassing it up. I don't know.
Could cap a little. It's okay. We gonna run with 12. We gonna run with
Right.
12.
But and someone can fact check me, whatever. I'm just being transparent.
Yes, sir.
And so really, I was like, okay, that's cool, but I was like, I want more. And I went to the UMD camp. It was like a two-part camp. You can go as like offense, defense, and or switch or whatever. And I really showed up. It was my second year doing it, because I did my sophomore year, and then I went for my junior year, going to my senior year. And I remember Chad Wilt. He was kind of the recruiter from my area. I told him I was coming down. And I ran a 40. They were like, hey, stay at running back today. Like, don't go to DB or anything. Just stay at running back the whole day.
Hey,
And
hey, what was that 40? Don't sneak out of that. What was that 40?
I think that day was like a 4-4 or whatever like that.
Okay, nice.
So they're like, nah, go as a running back today. And I was like, all right, bet, because that's what I want to do anyway. I was showing I could do both.
Yes, sir. Yes,
And
sir.
really, Randy Etzel, halfway through when we were getting lunch, took a break. That's when he offered me. And I was like, man,
Mm,
this is the first like D1 school that's believing in me and giving me a shot. So I told him at the end of the camp, I was like, I'm coming here. Like, I've been reaching
mm,
out to all these colleges, I've been getting rejected. People just sending me the recruit questionnaire and not getting back to me,
mm.
nothing like that. So I was like, man, this is the first D1 college that's going to believe in me, give me a shot. So I was like, and it's a hometown, like why not? So that's what
Absolutely.
ultimately led me to there. And my mom was, it was actually ironic,
Mm.
like maybe a few weeks before that camp, my mom was like, "What if Maryland offers you?" And then I was like, "Maryland." I was like, "Man, I don't care about no Maryland."
Right.
And, but then I was like, "Okay, wait a minute, like let's be real. Let me tap back in."
Yes,
Um,
sir.
but yeah, so that's really when I was just like, no matter what, I'm coming here. And then there was a few colleges that like reached out just to talk,
Hmm.
but it was kind of like, nah, it was nip in the bud. I was like, I'm going to Maryland. Like they believed in me first, and the loyalty there was just like, that's where I'm gonna go.
Absolutely, man. Loyalty is important, especially when you have a team or coaches that believe in you and see what you can do. So, absolutely. At Maryland, and not just Maryland, I noticed, and this is why I kind of fell for you even before you got to the Buffalo Bills. I just saw you always, even with the Jets, and you made the most of your opportunities. You was always getting yards. So at Maryland, you had the highest yards per carry averages in the country, setting a single season record at 9.1 yards per carry in 2016. What do you credit that explosiveness to? Is it the scheme? Is it vision? Is it preparation? What do you categorize that as?
A lot of preparation and schematics. I mean, being an NFL player, being able to be in college, thanking the Lord for, my God-given abilities, like that's a given, you know what I'm saying? But for how much you're talented, you got to put in the extra work and, your mental and everything, the preparation. And, we had a great scheme going in at that time. We had Coach Walt Bell, who was, it was a fast-paced offense. It was a no huddle offense, and it really just worked out. Like just being the more conditioned team, like just being able to run the ball, run the ball, run the ball, not getting in the huddle or anything, and really like things were just moving. Like our O line at that time, the blocking was on
Mm,
point, and that was really it. We had Perry Hills at quarterback, and
mm.
he was just just take off and everything. So I'm like, yo, this is working out for me. And we did a running back by committee then too. So always staying fresh and everything. That's really
Mm.
just been the biggest thing. And yeah, I really just the scheme, the blocking, and then thanking God for the natural abilities, but putting in the work to be able to do that too.
Absolutely, scheme and natural abilities, and of course preparation. Man, preparation is definitely important. They have that quote out there that hard work beat talent, but when you have both, it can be an exceptional thing, and you absolutely have both. But you talked about playing D back. We spoke about obviously you're a running back, but you had some dynamic kick returns in college, I believe, scoring a couple of touchdowns. Did you always take pride in special teams, and how did that help round your game?
Absolutely. It was one like I was always in high school, college. I was really just a kick returner. Like I returned punts and stuff before, like, in high school and whatnot. But really, when I was like, man, like how long will I stay in the league just being a running back? I was just like, the average lifespan's what, like 2, 3 years or something like that of an NFL running back. And when I really took pride in special teams, like being on punt. I was a right guard my senior year on punt, blocking down and running downfield. That's when I really took a lot of pride in special teams, not just being the person with the ball, but being able to make plays without the ball. That's really when I just took a lot of pride because I was like, yo, the more you can do, the longer you can stay here in the league. You feel me? And a lot of times,
Absolutely.
you look at these rosters, especially like my rookie year, in all my years I've been in the league, like you look at the rosters, like, yeah, this man has all the talent, but like he can't do anything else. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? So where does that leave a guy who can do a little bit of everything? You know what I'm saying?
absolutely.
So I always tell guys like, coming out of college or youngins that come in, I was like, hey man, get with the special teams coach. Like that's gonna be your best friend when they come to time to for cuts and everything. You feel me?
Hmm.
The more you can do, and as a gunner, a return specialist, blocking anything, it don't matter. Like they're gonna vouch for you to be on this team, and then your opportunity is gonna come, whether it's on the defensive or offensive side of the ball.
Absolutely, man. Great take on that. And I just a side question that just popped in my head. We're talking about college, and we're going to transition to the league in a minute. You spoke about the rookie year, but how do you feel about college today in today's world with these NIL deals and the transfer protocol and these college athletes making money? Did you wish you had that when you was coming up, or you kind of like where you was and how the college aspect of the game was when you was coming up?
I feel like everybody wanted to get a little something, you know what I'm saying? It's always meant to be a little something,
Of
if I'm
course.
being real.
The
But
facts.
I have an affinity and appreciation for the time I was there, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Because, even at the college level, like it kind of gets a little like political business, things like that, even then.
Hmm.
But now I feel
Absolutely.
like when you start giving these young guys like, retirement type money, you feel me, and NIL deals, it's just like insane. You got guys making more than, guys on their rookie contract, you know what I'm saying, first year.
Correct.
So it's hard, man. Like
Yeah.
it's just rough. And it evens out the playing field because there's some backdoor stuff back in the day with players and
Yep.
stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Absolutely.
But it's just rough, man. Like it's hard because I feel like now like the playbooks and everything are kind of just like copy and paste because you have so many guys transferring in and out, and there's no
Hmm.
like
Hmm.
real learning and like situational in it. You feel me? I think Tom Brady said something about that.
Hmm.
You could check me on that too. But he was just
Hmm.
like, like when you got so many guys that's transferring in and out, you got to simplify your playbook. Then, what I'm saying,
Hmm.
because you're bringing guys in that's for a year or 2 years, and more guys coming in after that. So it's hard, man. Like I can
Yeah.
see like the positivity in it, but at the same time, it's just it's just one of those things. I kind of keep my feet out of it,
I don't
but
blame you.
it's just it's rough. I mean, everyone has their opinion on it, and
Yep.
God bless those guys who are getting that type of money, getting that attention, that can take care of their family, whatever.
Hmm.
Um, but at the end of the day, like it's a kid's game, and
Yes.
we're getting paid a king's ransom now in the NFL, but now even in college. You feel me? So
Mm,
just I just hope they get some type of like financial literacy or something like that.
that part. That part. The
Um,
girls is coming. The girls
man.
is coming. So
So
absolutely.
it's just, I hope guys are just being smart. And, I'm not saying that's like everyone or anything like that. I just hope and pray, they smart with their money.
Hmm.
Because, who knows what could happen, when you try to go to the next level, things of that nature. So go set yourself up. But yeah, man, it's rough, especially with all the transfers, everything like that. Even in basketball, what was it? Was it Baylor's team that like had all
Yeah.
the
Right.
guys leave? So I'm like, man, like it's just
It's
tough, man.
rough. It's rough,
Yeah,
man.
it's hard to build something, man. You know what I'm saying? When you got guys just half the team or a whole team transferring in and out.
Right.
Um,
I believe there was this Colorado offensive lineman that played with with Deion Sanders. He said something about it's hard to build a brotherhood nowadays
yeah,
with in college because of what's going on and the lack of loyalty and the more about money in the college game. So I thought that was an interesting take from him. But again, everybody, I appreciate everybody for tuning in on one. A.Rich with Bills running back Ty Johnson. So Ty, transitioning to the NFL, you was a sixth-round pick, I believe, 186 overall to the Detroit Lions. What was your welcome to the NFL moment?
hmm. Okay, I got one for you. So Jared Davis, right linebacker,
Mm,
um, hard head, whatever. Just a thumper. We were in camp and we were doing like a little like goal line tackle, really about 3 yards away or whatever. And I remember you buzz your feet, coach blow the whistle. You mostly just run into each other, right? I got to get through
mm.
him. He's trying to get through me.
Nutcrackers,
And
right?
man, when I say like I put everything I had, like every ounce of my being, and lowering my shoulder because I was like, oh, this is the starting linebacker. Like, I'm the
Mm,
rookie. Like, man, I want that bump, right? Like, I'm not
hmm.
turning down nothing. Man, I'm telling you, I stuck his ass. But, but like he like flicked his hips or whatever and like drove his feet and just like folded me back. I was like, no way. I was like, damn, like this is it right here, bro. I was like,
that's
ain't no way. But
that's
I was
the
like, yeah, I was like, okay, this is real.
that's real. It's real. You're in the NFL. That welcome to the NFL moment. That's some good stuff. That's an excellent story right there. Uh, Throughout your NFL career, you've been on three teams, obviously, right? We
Mhm.
talked about the Detroit Lions, the New York Jets, and now finding a home with the Buffalo Bills. What's one thing that you can take away from each destination that helped you grow into the player that you are today?
I appreciate that question.
Yeah, man, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah, I mean, so going to the Detroit Lions with Coach Patricia, coming from the Patriots and how he wanted to formulate how the Patriots practice with Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
Getting through that training camp 2 years in a row was just like it was probably one of the hardest things I ever did. So I told myself if I can last through this, I know I could last anywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
So that was kind of like my first like okay, like this is what I could take from here. Like I'm built for it. You feel me? Especially your rookie year, you got the extra rookie meetings afterwards, everything, right? And going into with the Jets, like really what I took from there was just the patience and building that foundation of the confidence, right? Because I was there for about 3 years, and I've had some plays there and everything, but it wasn't like I was ever like the guy or anything like that. um so really just learning and honing in with that patience and just keep working type deal, which helped me in the long term when I first came to the Bills, coming off a torn pec and everything. And then when I got to the here with the Bills, the thing I took from the most was just like that gratitude and being present. And that's what I felt like has propelled me times 10 into my career while being here with that gratitude and being present. And you can
Absolutely.
take, there's always other little things like whether it's coaching or little gimmicks of the game from other players that I've been
Hmm.
with, like with AP when he first came to Detroit. I was asking about outside zone and he was like, hey man, just run.
That's right. AP was on
Yeah,
Detroit. Oh
yeah.
shit. Yeah,
So
that's good stuff.
and I was just like, but there's always little things from certain players, like AP. He was like, when you're outside zones, man, just run. And I'm like, all right, bet. Because I was overthinking. I'm trying to make the right read, make sure, I do
Hmm.
what I need to do so I don't get taken out. And he was like, just run and it opens up. Um, with the Jets, being with Frank Gore the first year I was there,
Hmm.
he was just like, you a bigger body, man, like use your physicality. So learning how to impose my will essentially, right? And then now with the Bills and being with Latavius and everything and you know even just Josh, like just having that faith in myself, you know what I'm saying, and knowing that like if I'm out there, I'm gonna make something good happen no matter what. So those are just like little gimmicks and things of the game, but yeah, that's really what I've taken from all those places.
Yeah, man. Awesome stuff right there. Awesome stuff. Speaking of the Jets, when you was released by them, I believe it was injury reasons. That was their reasoning for that release, right? When you was released by the Jets, did you garner any interest from other NFL teams before coming to Buffalo? And if so, why ultimately did you choose the Bills?
So there was a few teams that kept reaching out, like checking in on like my progress and everything. Like the Bills were really the first team to really hit up my agent, be like, "Oh, what's his timeline looking like? When's he going to be healthy? What's that look like?" And there's like KC hit him up, my agent up,
Oh
and
boy, them again, huh?
yeah. And then there's because it was actually when I signed with the Jets, it was either go to KC or the Jets. But it was like, okay, it's a system I know. So I mean, we had the new OC coming in, but I was like, it's coaches I know at least, you know what I'm saying, with Salah. So okay, that kind of helps things.
Right.
Um, but then end up signing back with the Jets. And then unfortunately, tore my pec, had to get surgery, they released me. I mean, fortunately, actually, because I'm blessed
That
where I'm at
part.
now. You
That
feel me?
part. That part.
Um, but through the whole process, like it was like maybe every other like 2 weeks, the Bills were hitting up my agent, like asking about my progress and things. And actually, the Bills were one of the first teams I met with, like pre-draft. So like it was just like kind of that like build up in that timeline of them always like keeping tabs on me
Right.
throughout each free agency, things of that nature. um so yeah, and really I was just like, the Bills got something special, man. I hated playing against them every single damn year. I was like, these dudes is nice. I was like, I'm
Yeah.
tired of being going to the cold. I was like, I'd rather just be there in the cold.
Right. Right. That
um
part.
and yeah, like I just saw, we had a lot of guys like you obviously had James, Damian Harris, Latavius, things of that nature. I was like, man, like it's just guys I can learn from, compete with. And then also like who wouldn't want to play with Josh Allen? You feel me? Like, come on now,
Mm-hmm.
that's a no-brainer. So that's what really led me to it. And then, I was just like, man, I want to be a part of something that's a winning culture. Like being with Detroit, it was rough. I mean,
They
they
nice now.
they nice now,
Yeah.
100%. And
Mm-hmm.
then the Jets, like they've made moves and everything and brought in guys, but like I was there for 3 years and it didn't look pretty. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So I appreciate my time and the
Definitely.
love that I got from there, but I was just like, the Bills is something special, and I try telling a lot of guys like what we have here in Buffalo is not the same everywhere else. Like dudes actually like building that camaraderie, hanging out with each other, just having that
Mm-hmm.
love for each other. I was like, man, it's not like this everywhere else. Trust me, and I get it. Winning cures all. Trust me, like it does.
And
But
absolutely.
I was like, man, like it's not like this everywhere else. So it was like, just having appreciation for the guys who've never been anywhere else, or just getting into the league. I was like, man, you got appreciation no matter how hard it gets. Like, man, like it's worse other places 10 times more.
Hey, side question. Ranch or blue cheese?
I don't like neither, bro. I'm sorry.
Really?
Sorry,
Okay.
man.
Hey.
I
I
don't like
hope.
none of
Hey, I
that.
hope the comment section don't get you for that. But there's
Hey
nothing wrong with
man,
that.
I'm sorry that comment section can kick rocks, man, because blue cheese is just mold and ranch is disgusting, man. So I'm sorry, I'll be that guy.
You'll be that guy. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at
Man,
all.
like I'm gonna stand 10 toes down on what I believe in with that. I mean, the wings is good though. I give you the wings is
The wings
good.
good.
I
All
mean,
right. So favorite flavor wings. Are you a lemon pepper guy? Barbecue? Barbecue? What is it?
so I really don't like sauces in general, right?
Oh, okay.
So, but I do like buffalo, right? I like
Mm,
buffalo wings, like the buffalo
mm,
sauce. But my favorite is like Old Bay. 'Cause I'm from Maryland, so dry Old Bay is the deal for me. And then I think Wingstop has like the Louisiana rub, which is like a Cajun. So that's my two go tos. And then I'd have to put buffalo third. I'm sorry, but
awesome. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I gotta be 100% with everybody about
Yeah,
it.
you gotta be
That's what
transparent.
it
You like
is.
what you like. You like what you like.
That's it.
Absolutely. Let's get back to it. Excellent stuff though. So you've been obviously waived, signed, and now re-signed and found a home with the Buffalo Bills. Obviously, that grind isn't easy. What kept you locked in and believing in your journey?
Always wondered why I kept going. I actually made a post on this not too long
Mm,
ago. In the
mm,
summer was really my like light bulb moment this past summer.
mm,
Before the 2024 season, I was with my coach, Coach Apple. He was throwing
mm,
routes to me,
mm,
like in the morning or whatever. We had Frostburg State, and I was
mm,
benching to him. I was like, man, like I feel locked in more than ever. And I was like, I guess I always wonder like why I keep going because like the ops have been there, but it's like you always want more for yourself, things of that nature. And I think at the end of the day, like the reason I kept going is because I love it, man. Like it's all I've
mm,
ever known. Like and there's nothing else that can beat that. You know what I'm saying? Like the time, the effort, the sacrifices I made to excel and put myself in a position to excel. It's came down to a lot. So it's that's love, man. Like doing
mm.
whatever it takes and having that discipline for it. That's really what propelled me. And honestly, just staying present with the journey, man. Like it's not about the end game. It's about the journey in between. To get the
Absolutely.
results you need. So really just the love for the game, man. Like it's what I love
Mm,
to do. I couldn't imagine doing anything else. That's just what it is. And like, you know, for my teammates too, what I'm saying? Like I love them to death. So like if this is what I need to do to keep going so we can have success, then like that's what I need to do.
absolutely. And you spoke about, the lifespan of a NFL player or NFL running back being about 2 or 3 years, a couple of years. And even with at your position, the age, that threshold where they say you start to decline is your age actually right now at 27. So how if you had to go out on your own terms, right? How much more seasons would you want to play in the NFL if you could just walk away when you was getting ready to?
So like how many years total type deal?
Yes. Yes, sir.
I believe I got 10 total, man. I think I can get to a 10 piece, man. Um,
Absolutely.
it's just something about that number, man. Like you get to 10, it's just like, you've been here, man. You
You've been
feel
here.
me?
Yes, sir.
I remember I talked to Tevin Coleman when he was with me at the Jets at the time, and I was
Hmm.
like, how long you want to keep playing? And he was like, man, I need that 10 piece. And I was like, man, it's just something about that 10 piece, man. It does it for me. So yeah, I definitely got 10. Um,
Absolutely. I believe
and
it.
it's just you know, take one day at a time. I'm not really looking at that 10. I was like, yo,
Of
I'm
course
in,
not.
I'm in year 7 now. That's all that matters right now. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? I got an opportunity in front of me right now. That's all that matters. So I'm really just being present and keeping it one day at a time.
Absolutely. Good answer. Good answer right there. Uh let's get into some more specifics or some more schematic things, right? During last NFL season, Josh Allen called you the best third down back in football. And that's high praise, obviously. So what does a third down situation look like from your eyes? What's the mindset in those moments?
First things first, protect 17. Like that's what it is. He's the one that makes the engine go, makes the machine roll. That's the first thought. And the coaches, they do a hell of a job with prepping us all week. So my first thought is one, protecting Josh, no matter what the play is, even if it's about to be a run play, it don't matter. It's like protect Josh. And then second and foremost, the tight ends, they'll be telling you the distance, the down distance. Obviously, it's third down, but like how far do we need to go? Whether it's 3rd and 7, 3rd and 5, 3rd and 11. So I'm thinking about the distance and what we need to at least get the sticks to move, and then really just locking in depending on what defense we're going against. If it's a blitz heavy team, if they like blitz in the back a lot, or depending on if they have rotation and everything they want to bring, they show rotation to my left, but they actually bringing something to our right. Just things of that nature because it's week to week, and it's a copycat league. So if say whoever hits a blitz on us one week, you're going to see it next week and probably the week after that. So really just locking in, and a lot of these coaches, the coaching tree, like it's just going back to having experience and playing against so many people. Coaching tree, I'm like, okay, we know if it's um, 3rd and long that they're really not going to bring anything. They just want to protect the sticks because they want to get the ball and everything. Or it's okay, we're maybe we might be in field goal position and it's 3rd and 5. Okay, we got to bring a blitz and knock them out of field goal position. So it's just
Hmm.
situational things that I'm thinking about the whole time. And then obviously, like if the ball's coming to me, catch the damn thing. Like that's just what it is. Um,
Absolutely.
but really, this just comes down to situational awareness of what's happening, what they like to bring on those certain down and distances, whether it's third and short, medium, or long, and if we're in field goal position and protect 17.
And that's a good segue to my follow-up question, and that's talking about pass protection. I believe pass protection is a key to getting on and staying on the field. What goes into recognizing those blitzes, adjusting pre-snap, and handling your protection assignment?
Really just communication.
Mm,
The like I said, the coaches do a hell of a job every week. We have a blitz meeting and everything like that every day. So it's really just like, what we're expecting, what their tendencies are on certain down and distances, and being able to rap to Josh, like, when we do walkthrough, like being able to rap to Josh, but okay, like you're thinking when you see this safety down right here, we're actually gonna, go fan out to him. So now I have A and B and I can scan or whatever, So really just the I give the coaches a lot of praise because they really get it down to a T. And then Josh just having such a great football mind, knowing that okay, if we do this, we can we can get me out quicker, or rather than put me on a big, put me on a little end. And the last part of it is just the willingness to go block at the end of the day. Like it sucks, but you gotta get the job done. So it's just a mindset of being willing to do so.
absolutely. A.Rich, Akeem Richens, one-on-one with Ty Johnson. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. I appreciate for Ty Johnson for joining me on this broadcast. I got a couple of more for you, Ty. I don't want to keep you too long, and then we'll see if I can get a question or two from the audience. So you can run between the tackles. We talked about you as a third round back, a third down back. You're a red zone threat, special teams contributor. How do you mentally approach your role, knowing your usage in multiple ways every game?
How do I approach it, man?
Mentally approach it. Uh-oh. Did we lose Ty here? Let's see. We're gonna get Ty back again. But yeah, I was just asking Ty.
Can you hear me?
Yep, you're good. You're back.
Yeah, you were on mute. I don't know what happened. Um, but really just having fun. That's my approach. Have fun with it because
Have
there's a lot on the
fun.
plate,
Mm-hmm.
and just have fun and stay present, man. Gotta take every game, man. That's really it.
Absolutely. Good answer. Good answer. So you recently signed a 2-year deal to stay with Buffalo. I appreciate you for that.
I appreciate
But
them.
us fans, we love you. We love you with Buffalo. What does this opportunity mean for you? And do you have any personal goals set for yourself in 2025?
I mean, it definitely means the world to me. Because I feel like I've built the relationships I've built here in Buffalo have meant the world to me. Um, the fan base and everything. Like I always say this, like before I was with the Bills, I hated the Bills fan base. But now it's like I get it. I say it all the time. I get it now, and I love it, man. I love the debauchery on game days. I love the craziness. Um,
Mm,
that's just. I'm for it, man. If I could jump through a table before a game, I would. Like I'm telling you. Um,
Yeah,
but
crazy
uh,
fans, man.
and in terms of personal goals, I tend not to really write out like personal goals like this many touchdowns or this
Mm,
or that,
hmm.
because if I don't get it, then I'm gonna be upset, right?
Right, right.
Um, but for me, like the goals I set is, whether it's, protect Josh, what I'm saying? Like
Mm,
it all comes down to, Josh and the ball, like, okay, like no fumbles. You know, personal goals is, building my route tree up. Like I can run routes, but I want to be able to run more routes.
mm,
Um, personal goals, okay, don't let the second man tackle me,
mm.
things of that nature. It's just
I like
more
it.
more improvement type things rather than like a goal or a number I'm trying to hit. Like I'm not going to write 1,000 yards or anything like that because we got 1,000 yard running back, you feel me?
Hmm.
And not saying I couldn't do that, but it's just how the business works, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
How the ball gets spread out and everything. So me, all my personal goals are more so just improvement of my game at the end of the day.
Hey, man, great answers, man. Great answers, great insight. Final question from me. What advice would you give a kid coming out of a small town, maybe not highly recruited, but with big dreams of playing in the NFL one day?
Just belief, man, the conviction, unwavering belief. You know what I'm saying? You know, it kind of gets into like that unwavering belief is everything, I believe.
Hmm.
It's just like you believe in a higher power, you know what I'm saying, but you can't see it, but you still believe. It's just like you can't see the wind, but you feel it, you feel me?
Hmm.
um so it's really just having that conviction and that belief in yourself, man, and not taking no for an answer. I came from a small town, of course. I was rejected by how many coaches, how many schools, but at the end of the day,
Hmm.
man, like if you truly want something, you know you put in the time and the effort for those things. Like you can't ask the universe to make you a millionaire and you're not doing millionaire type things, you feel me?
Facts.
You got to put yourself in a position to receive all the gifts you wish to receive from the universe. Like if I want to be able to go to a college on a full scholarship, like, so what are you doing to help you
To
achieve that, you
achieve
feel me?
that.
So I believe in prayer and everything else as well, because it does come down to a lot of opportunities and things, but a lot of times you just got to put yourself in that position to receive that and to get those opportunities.
Hey, man, great answer. Great answer, man. That was great, man. That was great. I don't want to keep you too much longer, man. You were fantastic. I've loved the discussion. It felt natural. It felt good to kick it with you a little bit, man. And I hope the fans, the audience, got a chance to get a little insight of Ty Johnson's brain, his mind, and his background a little bit. So Ty, oh, my dog's about to go crazy. So Ty, man, appreciate you for coming on, talking to me one on one, man, and I wish you the best of luck this season, and hopefully, we can, you can achieve all those improvements you talked about previously, and you can hoist that Lombardi Trophy. If you hoist that Lombardi Trophy, if you win the Super Bowl, would you jump through a table?
Oh, absolutely. There's no Give me two tables, man. Put it on the books right now. Give me two, man. Give me two.
Awesome, man. Awesome, man. Ladies and gentlemen, Ty Johnson in the building with us. Appreciate you for coming on, Ty, man, and good luck this season, bro.
No, I appreciate you, man. Nice talking to you.
Nice talking to you, bro. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Man, that was Bills running back, Ty Johnson. That was awesome, man. That was awesome to talk to him and to engage with him, and to get thoughts of where he's at mentally. And it looks like, Ty Johnson, smart, high IQ kid, his mind is in the right place, and he's just trying to improve day in and day out, man. So I hope everybody enjoyed this discussion one-on-one, A.Rich with Ty Johnson, man. And I'll be back next time. We'll see who will be the next special guest. Shout out to Michael Hoyt, who was able to join me a couple weeks ago, and now Shai Johnson, who was able to bless me with the opportunity to talking with him. I hope y'all enjoyed the show. My name is A.Rich, Hakeem Richens, co-founder, Built in Buffalo. If you don't know us by now, ladies and gentlemen, please get to know us. Until next time.